Matchday 29 was another exciting round in the Premier League. The midweek games gave us all it needed, the shocks, the upsets. We had everything in good amount. And as usual, we give our awards on some of the most standout moments from the last game week. Starting with you, Victor, what do you think was the best moment of the week?
Max is not going to like this, but Will Osula getting the winning goal in the 90th minute for Newcastle, down to 10 men since the late stages of the first half, right? That was just great. And I'm not saying that because I'm a Liverpool fan, but it was a proper moment of Premier League drama to me, especially because of Man United's unbeaten run. It was just a very good moment that kind of reminded us all of how interesting football can be.
Yeah, he also has ties to Manchester United as a young player, by the way.
Yeah.
Anyway, Max, what was your moment of the week?
I'll probably mention the fact that Arsenal extended the lead up to 7 points now, even though Man City has a game in hand. No, if Arsenal somehow manage to win every single game, they're going to be fine, even if they lose against City. And the fact that they won that hard game against Brighton and Man City dropping points, it would end up being a crucial moment of the season.
Yeah, I mean, also last goal was great, but I think the main talk of this round was City dropping point to Forest because nobody expected City to drop point at the Etihad. So I think that one just sort of nicks it for me. Anyways, moving on, Victor, your best player of the round.
I know Joao Pedro got a hat trick, but I'm giving this one to Crescencio Somerville. He put in a great performance for West Ham, and that goal might very well be just the difference between Premier League and Championship football next season for West Ham.
Interesting. Max, your answer to that?
I mean, I'm picking Joao Pedro, but he didn't only score 3, but he also made an assist, so he made 4 goal scoring action, so it's not happening that often, so I have to praise him.
Yeah, I mean, I have to go with Joao Pedro here too. Like hat trick against Villa, even though Villa are shaky, but like against Villa, it's still something to praise actually. So, anyways, moving on, Victor, to the best goal of the round.
Morgan Gibbs-White for Forest. It was a completely unexpected one for Diaz, for Donnarumma, just a textbook perfect back heel. I loved it.
Yeah, Max, your take on that one?
I mean, Asula scored a great goal, but when I saw the Gibbs-White goal, I knew I'm picking him.
Yeah, Gibbs-White's goal was something special. No one saw that coming. Just pulled a rabbit out of the hat, literally. But anyways, Victor, what was the best game of the week?
Man City v Forest. It was very, very enjoyable. Plenty of talking points going into it, even more after it ended. City, as you guys mentioned, further behind Arsenal in the title race now. Forest getting one more point on the board, but still somehow getting closer to relegation because of West Ham's win. Drama, great goals, lovely tempo. I really enjoyed it.
Interesting. Max, your game of the week?
I mean, if you think about goals, you probably feel like Aston Villa against Chelsea, but the game itself wasn't really great, so I actually picked Newcastle against United because there was a red card for diving. I mean, great goals, a lot of moments, and team with 10 men wins, unfortunately. So I'll go with this one.
Yeah, the Newcastle v United game was just a funny one because how do you play that way with 10 men and you still perform? Newcastle just nicks it for me. Anyways, moving down to the best save, Victor.
Pickford again. That reflex save. There was that volley from 5 yards out by a Burnley player. He was just absolutely adamant. He was keeping a clean sheet this round. Lovely stuff, and he gets my vote 2 match days in a row now.
Interesting, Max. Your save of the week, sorry.
I'm not going with goalkeeper here because when I saw what Gakpo did, I mean, he literally stole the goal from his teammate and saved from the goal line an enemy team. It has to be.
Yeah, I'll give you that. That was impressive.
Yeah, that was actually pretty impressive too, I would say. And I'm surprised no one mentioned the Murillo clearance too as well. That save, in the dying minutes of the game. But yeah, this one from Max just sort of nicks it just because of how unique it was. But anyways, moving on, Victor, the best assist of the week.
I'm going with Everton again. James Garner's cross for the opener against Burnley. Just what the doctor ordered. It was outstanding. Just a perfect mix. It had whip, curve, power, just ideal for a big lad like Tarkowski to meet it and bury it.
Max, your answer to that?
I'm not saying that there was the best assist of the match day, but the Trippier pass, like 50 meters, then the way player scored the goal, it made it even better for me. So I'd probably say Trippier.
Interested. Anyways, moving on, Victor, the best performance of the week, either from a club or a player.
I'm going with a club, and I think it would be perfectly acceptable to go with Chelsea here. A 4-1 comeback win is always great, but I have a bit of a different perspective. I'm picking Newcastle. They put in a proper shift against Man United. They went a man down with half a game to go. And what impressed me the most was that, with the exception of the last few minutes before Osula's goal, they were still playing positive football. They were still creating chances, and they were still having a proper go at Man U.
Yeah, Max, your answer to that one.
I picked the player here, but also from Newcastle, and I picked Ramsdale because nobody so even could possibly expect him to do that stuff. I mean, he saved at least 300% goal scoring moments and ended up probably being the best player of the game for me, at least.
Yeah, I mean, at least both of you agree that Newcastle had the best performance. But yeah, Ramsdale was just the highlight for Newcastle. He literally saved them on many occasions and deservedly for me. And I'm just going with Max here. And moving on, Victor, going to the donkey of the week. Sorry,
Gakpo
okay.
is a solid option, obviously, but I'm going with Ampadu, Ethan Ampadu from Leeds, giving away that penalty. Such a stonewall handball. Very, very poor judgment in a game that didn't have many chances, and you give away a pen like that in the age of VAR. It's just disrespectful towards your fans and your teammates, especially when you're the club captain.
Yeah, true. Max, the donkey of the week.
I was thinking about Gakpo, but then I decided to put him as a safe and put as donkey Bernd Leno. I mean, the guy ran like 30 meters away from the goal, stole the pass, and then just stood for like 5 seconds before the player stole the ball and then scored him. That's a donkey of the week for me.
Yeah, fair point. For this next question, I think both of you should have the same answer. But anyways, Victor, your biggest shock of the week.
I mean, there's plenty to pick, as it usually is the case with midweek match days, but Wolves beating Liverpool. It's been 9 years since the last time the bottom side have won against the reigning champions in the Prem. And it's just one of those special moments that means a lot to fans, especially when you're supporting a club with virtually no chance of staying up.
Yeah, Max, your answer to that.
I mean, I obviously went with Wolves, especially the way they scored the final goal. It just shows that they're not giving up and they're trying to fight till the very last seconds, even though they were relegated for like maybe a month or two from that moment. So I have to go with them.
Yeah, I mean, no surprise there. Wolves beating Liverpool to me is one of the biggest shocks, even of the season so far. But moving on the final note, Victor, best manager of the week.
Not necessarily for the tactics, but rather the vibes. Although he did get his tactics right for the most part, Rob Edwards. You just love to see a celebration like that from a manager, just engaging with the fans, enjoy whatever little moments of sunshine you can get in a very gloomy season for Wolves.
Yeah. Mark, your answer to that one.
I decided to pick Nuno because nobody saw them winning against Fulham, and actually they really played. I mean, not that great, but obviously it's an unexpected result and great manager moves in terms of the game and substitutes. So I'll say Nuno.
Yeah, that's a great one. But I'm going with Rob Edwards here. Like on a scale of 1 to 10, no one gave Wolves any iota of chance, to beat Liverpool. And that celebration, like Victor said, was just something to remember, even in a terrible season for Wolves. But on that note, that is all we have for our awards for match day 29. We're asking our viewers to join the conversation for the game of the week, the best save, the best assist, best goal, the biggest shock, the donkey of the week, and of course, the moment of the week. Give us your answers, and we'll be waiting to hear from you in the comment section.